Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Yoga with Nicole. How's everybody feeling today? 2 thumbs up? Maybe not. Maybe it's 2 thumbs down. Maybe it's 1 thumb up and 1 thumb down. Boys and girls, I brought with me some what? I have some apples, some beautiful, shiny, colorful apples. We have some red apples, we have some yellow apples, green apples, we even have some green and red apples. Boys and girls, today we're gonna go on an imaginary trip to go apple picking. So grab your mat or a towel, a water bottle if you get thirsty, and then join me in child's pose. All right, boys and girls, let's sit on our knees. We'll sit back on our heels and then fold forward, bringing our forehead all the way down to the ground. And remember, we're going to listen carefully for that chime. I'll ring it 3 times, and your job is to listen carefully until you can't hear it ringing anymore. And then quietly sit up tall. Let's give it a try. Here we go. Well done, my friends. Let's take a big breath in, reach our arms way up high. And then as we breathe out, bring our palms together in front of our hearts and press your hands as strong as you can and help me sing our song. Eyes are watching, ears are listening, voices quiet, bodies calm. This is how we listen, and I know you're ready for yoga time. Yoga time. Well done. Boys and girls, today we are going to take an imaginary trip to the orchard. Has anybody ever gone apple picking before? Put a hand high in the sky if you've ever been apple picking before. It is a lot of fun. Boys and girls, let's get our bodies warmed up a bit, and then we'll use our imaginations to pick some delicious, tasty apples today. Stretch your puppy dog paws out nice and wide, press them into the mat, tuck your toes under, and find your downward dog, my friends, and bark it out. Woof, 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 woof. Boys and girls, you can wag your tail, and let's stretch one leg up high in the sky. Shake it out. Bring that foot down, stretch your other leg up high in the sky, shake it out. Bring that foot down, bend your knees, jump your feet up. Does anybody know what a frog sounds like? That's right. Boys and girls, let's do 3 frog jumps to get our legs warmed up. Here we go, nice and high, in one spot, straight up and down. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Wonderful. Boys and girls, stretch your legs out long, hang down low and tickle your toes, and come all the way up to mountain pose. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Well done. Boys and girls, it's a beautiful sunny day out today. Let's do a little dance for the sun and say thanks for shining down on us. Here we go, my friends. Let's start out by shaking out our feet. We're gonna warm up our ankles and our toes. Yeah, and then shake out your legs. Beautiful. Shake out your hips, my friends. Shake out your arms and your head, and shake out your whole body. And stand as tall as a mountain. Let's do it again. Shake out your feet. Shake out your legs, shake out your hips, shake out your arms and your head, and shake out your whole body. Shake it, shake it, shake it. And stand as tall as a mountain. Boys and girls, reach way up high, wave to the sun. Hang down low and tickle your toes. Hands down and step back and lower all the way down to the ground. Lift your head and your heart, boys and girls, and tuck your toes under, find your downward dog, and bark it out. Fantastic, let's bend our knees, jump our feet up, just like a frog. and hang down low. Tickle your toes. Stretch way up high, wave to the sun, and find your mountain pose. Let's do that again. Reach way up high, wave to the sun. Hang down low and tickle your toes. Hands down and step back. And lower all the way to the floor. Lift your head and your heart. Tuck your toes under, find your downward dog, and bark it out. Boys and girls, bend your knees, jump your feet up, just like a frog. Hang down low, tickle your toes. Stretch way up high, wave to the sun, and find your mountain pose. Boys and girls, step your feet as wide as you can. Open up your arms, and let's do a little twist. Be strong in your feet, and keep twisting back and forth. Nice work, boys and girls. Let's reach down for our toes, for our opposite toes. That's right, reach across your body. Reach for your toes. Keep your feet and your legs strong. One more, my friends. Beautiful. Come back to mountain pose. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Nice work. Boys and girls, let's get our feet a little bit more warmed up because we're going to take a walk through the orchard. Sometimes you have to do a lot of walking. So let's find that mountain pose. And then take a moment. You can close your eyes if you want, or you keep them open. But remember, just like last week, we really paid attention to how our feet felt on the mat and on the ground, right? So take that moment to feel how squishy the mat is underneath, to feel how hard the ground or the floor is underneath your mat. Yeah, and then we're gonna rise up onto our tiptoes. So we're gonna lift our heels up and stretch our toes out, stretch our ankles out, stretch the bottoms of our feet out. Boys and girls, can you reach up high? Imagine grabbing an apple from the tallest tree and reach up with your other arm. Reach, 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 grab a hold of that apple. Nice job. Let's bring our heels down and let's see if we can lift our toes up. Lift your toes up nice and high, and we're gonna stand on our heels. Let's see if we can reach for those apples now. Reach, and maybe one more. Reach and reach. Nice job. Bring your toes down. Give them a little shake. And then let's stretch the inside and the outside of our feet, right? So let's roll onto the inside edges of our feet, stretching out our ankles. Knees will come together. Shall we reach for some more apples? Let's see if we can reach up high. Reach up high. Fantastic. Let's roll onto the outside edges. So knees will go nice and wide. Roll onto the outside edges. Oh, that feels good on the outside edges of my feet today. And let's reach up one more time and reach for those apples. Fantastic. Shake it out. Find your mountain pose. And let's go walking, boys and girls. We're gonna walk to the orchard. We're gonna walk to the orchard. We're gonna walk to the orchard. We're gonna go apple picking. Nice job. Let's keep it going. We're gonna walk to the orchard. We're gonna walk to the orchard. We're gonna walk to the orchard. We're gonna go apple picking. Nice work, boys and girls. Find your mountain pose. Now I have a question. Does anybody know what an apple starts out as? Where does an apple come from? Yeah, we know that we can pick them off of the tree, but how does the tree grow? What does the tree start out as? That's right, a tiny little seed. So let's find our child's pose. Let's imagine that we are a teeny tiny apple seed, right? So we'll get small. We'll fold forward and imagine being all tucked away deep down into the earth, all nice and cozy and warm. Well, what do we need to start to grow? Who knows? That's right. We need some sunshine, right? And we need a little bit of something else that comes down from the sky. That's right, some rain, some water. So let's try our sun pose. So take a big breath in, reach way up high. And then as we breathe out, lower your hips down to one side and lower your sun down to the other side. Big breath in, let your sun rise. Big breath out to let your sun set. Beautiful, once more. Big breath in, whoop. Reach way up high. And big breath out. Fantastic, come all the way back up. And let's find our seats. Well done, my friends. Let's do a little bit of rain so that way our seed has some water to drink. Let's take our fingers and let's dance them all over our head and our face, just like raindrops falling down from the sky. Feel the pitter-patter all over your body. And then let's fold forward. And imagine our seed beginning to grow and beginning to reach out of the ground, start to come on up, and let's break through all that soil. We'll rise up onto our knees for our tiny little sprout. Yes, that's right. Boys and girls, let's get taller and stronger and stand and reach up towards that beautiful sunshine. Nice work. Fantastic. Boys and girls, while we're here, let's find our tree pose. So let's stand tall, stand strong. Imagine those roots growing deep down into the earth to hold your tree as strong as can be. And then we'll lift up one leg and press our foot to the inside of our tree trunk. Press it strong, make your tree trunk strong, and reach your branches up towards the sun. Take a big breath in, big breath out. If this tree pose doesn't work for you today, that's okay. You can always keep your foot on the ground, like a little kickstand, if that feels a little bit more steady for you. Find a tree pose that works, but we're going to get ready to sing a little song. I wonder if you might know this song. It goes like this. Way up high in the apple tree, two little apples smiled at me. Bring your foot down. I shook that tree just as hard as I could. And down came the apples. Were they good? Nice work. Let's try that again on the other side. So find your mountain pose once more. Stand tall, stand strong. I like to start with my hands in front of my heart. You can start with your hands wherever it feels good to you. But remember to imagine those roots growing deep down into the earth. So that way they grow back, hold on to the dirt, and you don't fall no matter how much the wind blows, right? Or how many apples you have growing on your tree. All right, here we go. When you're ready, lift up your other foot. Press it to the inside of your tree trunk. Remember, if you need to, you can always keep it down on the ground. That's okay. But if you'd like a little challenge and you're feeling kind of steady, you can press it to the inside of your trunk. When you're ready, grow your branches, reach them towards the sky, and let's get ready to sing our song one more time. Way up high in the apple tree, two little apples smiled at me. I shook that tree just as hard as I could, and down came the apples. Were they good? Fantastic. Put a finger on your nose if you do like apples. Yeah, they're so tasty, and especially fresh off of a tree. They're so good. Boys and girls, come all the way down onto your bum. And we're going to bend one knee, bringing our foot back to our hip. And then we're going to take our other foot, our other leg, and cross it over. And then let our knee kind of point up to the sky. So we're going to get ready to practice a pose. Now there's an animal that likes to hang around these apple trees, and when the apples fall down to the ground, they like to eat them. And you might see this animal in your yard sometimes, and they might come up and eat your flowers or your other plants. Yeah, kind of a tall animal with four long legs, brown, little white tail sometimes, a brown and white tail. That's right, it's a deer. That's right. And I know that farmers sometimes do not like the deer because they come by and they eat all their apples, and then the humans don't have any apples to pick. Let's practice a deer pose before we get ready to take our rest. So we'll sit up nice and tall. And then we'll take one hand and we'll bring it behind us and press it to the floor. And then just give your knee a little hug. We're going to turn around, sit nice and tall, and use our quiet, still, dear bodies to turn around and listen carefully for any farmers. Do you hear anybody coming? Let's turn and look the other way. So let's switch our legs. And this time we'll have our other knee pointing up towards the sky. And then we'll just take that one hand and put it back behind us so that way it's kind of like a little kickstand. And then we'll give our knee a hug and we'll sit up tall and look behind us to see if there's any farmers coming. Do you see any farmers coming? I don't either. Let's go eat some apples. Grab them. Nice job, boys and girls. Let's bring our feet together, knees open wide. Let your butterfly wings flap. Well done, my friends. Has anybody ever made applesauce with their apples before? Yeah, put a foot in the air, high in the sky if you've made applesauce before. It's a very tasty treat, especially during apple season when you might go apple picking. Well, let's see if we can make a little bit of applesauce today before we go. So we'll keep our feet together, knees open up nice and wide, and we'll put all of our apples in a pot. And then let's put a little bit of water in there, and then maybe a little sprinkle of cinnamon. Boys and girls, put your lid on it, and let's let our apples simmer. Big breath in. Big breath out as we fold forward and take a moment, a quiet moment, and see if you can listen to the apples simmering in your pot. Take a big breath in to see if you can smell your apples and smell that cinnamon. Wonderful work. Let's roll all the way up. Stretch your legs out long to the side and point your toes up towards the ceiling or the clouds. And now when we cook our apples, we have to do something that's called milling the apples, right? And that's when we put it and all of our apples get nice and mashed up, and then we put it in there, and it helps to keep the skins out of our applesauce and any seeds out of our applesauce. So let's try and milling our apples. Reach our arms out nice and wide and press your bum into the ground. Sit nice and tall, and let's twist and turn, and let's mill those apples. Yeah, that's right. So we have some nice, smooth, velvety applesauce. Beautiful work, boys and girls. Keep it going. Nice. All right, my friends. It is time to taste that wonderfully smelling applesauce. Bring your knees together. Give them a little hug. And then let's find our table pose. Press your feet into the ground. Press your hands into the ground and lift your hips up and make your body into the shape of a table. Imagine your applesauce sitting on top of that table. Take a big breath in to smell that warm, fresh applesauce. Well done, boys and girls. Come have a seat. And let's get ready to take our rest. Give yourselves a pat on the back. That was great balancing today. Great work. All right, let's lie down. I'm going to turn this way. If you'd like, you could give your knees a little hug. You can roll around just like an apple rolls around. And then when you're feeling ready, let's stretch our legs out long. Bring your arms down by your sides. Take a big breath in through your nose. And a big breath out. Let's take one more big breath in. And this time, if it feels okay, as you breathe out, close your eyes. My friends, take a moment to think about your toes. We're going to help kind of settle and relax our bodies a bit. Think about your toes and let's squeeze our toes. Make them as tight and as strong as you can. And then let them go. Let them relax and let them be soft. Nice work. Let's think about the muscles in our legs now. And squeeze your legs. Make them so tight and so strong. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And let watch your legs go soft. Now let's think about the muscles in our belly, and let's scrunch and squeeze and tighten the muscles in our belly and let them go soft. Let them relax. Boys and girls, think about all the muscles in your arms and in your hands, and let's squeeze them. You can even make fists with your hands and make them so tight, so strong. And then let everything go. Let the muscles in your arms relax. We have a lot of muscles in our face, and let's see if we can relax the muscles in our face. So scrunch everything up in your face like you just ate a sour lemon. Scrunch, 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 and make it as tight as you can, and then let everything go soft. And then all at once, my friends, squeeze every muscle. Make every muscle in your body as tight as can be, and then let every muscle go soft. And notice how good it feels to be relaxed, to be quiet, and to be calm.
Let your eyes close. Let your body feel heavy. Let it go. Let it all go. Let your eyes close. Let your body feel heavy. Oh, let it go. Let it all go. And just breathe. Breathe. Just breathe. Just be. Just be. Just be.
Boys and girls, take a big breath in through your nose.
Let your eyes
And as you breathe out, start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And then take a giant stretch with your arms. Really reach, point and flex your feet. And let's roll over onto our sides. And just take a moment to rest here. As if you're all comfy and cozy, lying in your bed. Maybe you have a stuffy or a lovey with you or a special blanket. And then when you're ready, boys and girls, push your body up and join me sitting crisscross applesauce, hands on your knees. Well done, my friends. I had so much fun practicing with you all today. Let's get ready to say our goodbye poem. Sitting up tall, reach way up high and say the sky above me, the earth below me, everything I need is within me. I'll see you next time.